Good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing well and welcome to another one of my videos. There are quite a few more of you actually since the last time we spoke. So if you're new here, a very, very warm welcome and thank you for joining. I hope you enjoy. Life's been pretty busy. I had a lovely long weekend off from work the other week, which was just so needed. So if you don't know already, I work a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, in something completely different to what I talk about here. So my life's a bit busy with work and then YouTube and my Instagram, Araya Poly Studio. So I've been trying to juggle a few things around my work, like my corporate job, versus, my love and my life, which is Araya Poly Studio. Today, we are going to be talking about a few things that just spark joy to me around my home and things I feel that are so easy to implement that just elevate your space a little bit more. It's a bit of a random one today, but I just felt like there are a few new things that I've bought or made, and I wanted to talk them through with you guys just to show you little things you can do to add a little bit more uniqueness, a bit more spice around your space. So the first thing that I upgraded was my olive oil and balsamic jars on the kitchen side. Previously, I literally just had, the Filippo Berio olive oil jar on the side, and it did the trick, but it just looked a bit naff. I got one of these, which is an olive oil and balsamic vinegar container. So the olive oil goes in this bit, and then you've got a little glass holder in the middle which holds your balsamic vinegar. And I don't know about you, but I love dipping bread, warm bread, French sticks, rolls, ciabatta, focaccia in olive oil and balsamic. It's my go-to for a lunch where I just feel like I cannot be bothered and I don't want to cook anything crazy, but I want something delicious. And on the side, it just looks so adorable and so much better than just a supermarket olive oil container. Yeah, just very unique. And this was actually from Oliver Bonus. I do love Oliver Bonus. I would never buy everything from there, if that makes sense. It is a very specific taste, but there are a few things in there that I feel like you can just pick and mix and then pop in your space and it not be too overpowering. Some of it can be quite like twee, and I'm not a massive fan of that real trendy style in your space. I think it's good to add some elements of it, but having it as one in your space is not necessary for me. But this was a cute little addition that I could not resist. The next thing that I have in the theme of kitchen, cooking, etc. is this beautiful butter dish that I got from H&M Home. It's just so lovely, and I've spoken about kind of adding those wooden textures into your home just to really make it feel a bit more at nature and add different visual textures and colours into your space. Before this, I literally had those when you get a camembert and you get it in like a ceramic dish. I literally put the butter in the cupboard, so it really wasn't like A, very very hygienic, and B, it didn't look very nice. So I bit the bullet and bought a butter dish that I think looks really, really cute. And this was like £13 from H&M Home, and my butter stays fresh and it now lives on the counter. I don't really like having too much on the counter, but if it looks pretty, then I'm definitely more inclined to put it out, obviously. And if it looks pretty and it's useful, that's another point. If it's not useful, it's not going on the counter. But yeah, I feel like it's a real simple, it's one of those things that you never get around to buying because it's like, oh, I don't really need that, but kind of want it. So if you're thinking of like getting a nice butter dish but haven't yet, I would definitely recommend just biting the bullet and buying it, because it just sparks joy every time I put butter on my toast or butter on my sandwiches. It's just very cute. So yeah, H&M Home is a good one for butter dishes. And then finally, on the theme of kitchens, is this cute little mug. We went to our local ceramics painting. I think most kind of towns have pottery painting within the vicinity. And I had a look on Pinterest just for some inspiration, and I found this pattern on Pinterest, which I really, really liked. So the mug, actually, the ceramic mug, is just from the pottery painting place. And then I painted it, kind of copied it from Pinterest. But ever since I've got it and it's come back to me, obviously you can see it's not particularly like perfect, but the amount of time I spent painting it, I just feel really proud of it. I've used it every day since I've got it back from the pottery place because it just sparks joy, and it's a nice reminder, if you put your mind to something, you can definitely do it. So next time you forget that, go down Pottery Pals or whatever it is and paint yourself a nice mug or a dish or whatever. It just adds a bit more personality back into your space. It makes you feel proud every time you look at it. And it is pretty cute, isn't it? I'll put my initials on the bottom. But yeah, I definitely want to go back to the pottery place and paint a few more things, because I just feel like it's such a nice way to add those personal touches into your home, and has a bit of story, and it's actually really good fun for like going with friends or your boyfriend, or even like maybe first date scenarios. That would be, maybe not the first date, maybe like, I don't know, the early stages of dating would be a really good idea to go and paint some pottery. The next thing that I have been up to actually is I've been making a collage on a piece of card that I just bought from my local kind of hobby craft of memories and film quotes and photos from the film that I've been doing recently. So yeah, old photos, some nice quotes, and just some random bits on there from like, I don't know, holidays, etc. And I saw this actually on Lizzie Hadfield's Instagram. She did a really nice canvas collage of, I think, things from her dad, who very sadly passed away. But the idea of collating your memories into one space and then putting it as artwork really resonated with me, with the whole making artwork personal and adding those personal touches within your home. So I went away and had a hunt for a older wooden frame in charity shops, and I found one which was like £7, I think it was, with artwork in it, which wasn't my style. But I decided to use the frame to then complete this collage, and the result is here. Hopefully you can see. Okay, but on here there's loads of different memories and photos of holidays, photos of Jack and I, photos of me and my parents when we were younger. I want to get a few more of Jack on there, but I'm trying to get hold of those. And then yeah, like plane tickets, film. That is a thumb. If anyone asks, that is a thumb. Not anything dodgy, but it was from an art book, and I think it looks really cool. Brings out like the oranges and the reds in the film, and then the pictures and stuff. It took me a while to collate all these things because I wanted it to be meaningful, and I wanted it to be something that we were obviously proud of to hang on the wall. But overall, I think it sparks joy every time I walk past it, and it sparks those lovely memories of holidays and family. Those sorts of things are a really good way to incorporate a bit more personality into your space and make your space feel a little bit more homely. The other thing that I've been very naughty and bought from Anthropology, a ceramic garden stool. It's kind of like an indoor-outdoor stool that I have had my eye on. When I tell you I've had my eye on this for probably the best of a year. Everyone knows that Anthropology comes with a bit of a price tag. It's not your everyday purchasing. And this certainly was something I did not need, but definitely envisioned in my space. It's just beautiful. And I will insert a picture. We've put it in the bedroom for now, just because I feel like it needs a bit more colour in the bedroom, pops of colour in the bedroom. And they do all sorts of colours on Anthropology. They do like a pink one, a blue one, and then I got the green. Ever since I've bought it, we've used it out on the balcony. We've used it as a side table in the lounge. We've used it as a side table in the bedroom. Put your coffee down, put your book down. It has all these different uses, and it goes back to one of my previous videos around getting furniture that you can utilise, especially in smaller places. Getting furniture that you can utilise around your space and have different purposes for it, and have different uses. That's the sort of furniture that I will never regret buying, because this, ever since we have got it, has been used every day. I think it's just really important to reiterate as well that I was always very guilty of having my eye on something and thinking, gosh, that is quite a big investment, or, you know, it's not really, I don't really want to be spending that sort of money on something like that. And I'd always buy something that was similar but not quite there, or not quite exactly what I wanted. And then I'd end up with pieces of furniture that I didn't really, putting my hands up, I didn't really want in the first instance. It was kind of like a filler, but I'd never feel like fully satisfied when I put it in my space or when I actually used it. From my experience, I would definitely recommend, if you have got your eye on something, it's something you really want, don't go and buy something that is not exactly what you want. I think from my experience, I've always just never bought those pieces that I genuinely want, and I'm starting to curate really timeless pieces within my space now, that with longevity in mind, rather than thinking about, I need this for the now and for the here. And there are some things that you just have to buy for the here and now, but I'm really trying to take that step towards buying pieces of furniture that I know are timeless and I know will take through different houses that we move into and different houses that we end up in, and it will still look good wherever. I hope that makes sense, and that was a bit of a tangent, but I just feel like, especially with some of the furniture pieces that I'm changing at the moment, so I'm looking at changing the bedside tables, which I still haven't found yet, but I'm looking for real timeless pieces that are quality, are not trendy necessarily, and I know that is personal to my taste and style. I'm not looking on, you know, TikTok for all these new trends. I'm just going for pieces that I genuinely like, and hoping that in some sort of way they all bond together and they look great together. That's my thinking. I really hope this video was a nice snapshot of the things that I am loving, like materialistic things that I'm loving around my home at the moment. I guess there is a theme in mind that everything has a bit of a story, and I just love sentimental things like painting your own mug or creating your own artwork. Those are a collection of things that just make my space feel way more homely. Thank you guys for watching today. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. If you take one thing away from today's video, to get yourself down to do some ceramic painting, because it's so wholesome and an activity that you get something out of after, which I always love that. It's good value for money. I hope you very much enjoyed, and I will see you very soon. Thank you. Bye.